All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Or this is the brother Tuar Bashar from GMS Los Angeles / Inland Empire. Come back with another video in the spirit. And once again, Thawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai for homage to this truth. Allow me to wake up another day and putting the spirit on me, do another lesson in hopes to edify the hopeful elect. Okay, so in this video, I want to go into, I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube, and it's this controversy that's going on between the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom tribes. The video I was watching this video by this, this rapper from I believe from the late 80s, early 90s. It was a rapper that goes by the name Lord Jamar from the group Brand Nubian. And in the video, he was addressing, I guess it's a controversy going on about the origins of, of hip hop, I guess you had the rapper Fat Joe. He made a statement a while back that the so-called Puerto Ricans, which are the tribe of Ephraim out of the nation of Israel. Okay, he made a statement that the so-called Puerto Ricans were one of the innovators of the genre hip hop, which hip hop, is the number one, as far as, popular, it's the number one genre of music right now in the world. It has the most influence, whether it's fashion, slang, so on and so forth, and Fat Joe making that statement, you got these jakes online, and primarily, you got this guy that goes by the name of Tariq Nasheed, and he always uses this term FBA, which stands for Foundational Black Americans, and basically, Lord Jamar is basically saying that the so-called Puerto Ricans didn't have nothing to do with creating the genre as we know today as hip hop. Basically they were saying, Judah, the tribe of Judah, are the ones that created that genre of music. Okay, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is that this is just another attempt out there to, divide and conquer, because the so-called Puerto Ricans, all the Latino tribes, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the so-called Mexicans, Colombians, Cubans, all the Spanish-speaking tribes, those are our people, okay? The so-called Jamaicans, so-called Haitians, those are our brothers, talking to you so-called Negroes and you Jakes out there that's pushing that FBA, that so-called Foundational Black Americans, all that shit is being used to keep you tribes divided, and that's why this truth, the Lord is bringing, is waking, his elect up, because the elect is going to come out of that madness, man, that darkness, all these bywords that the so-called white man has placed upon us, because we all were taken down by this damn devil. Okay, we all been conquered. Okay, we're all in captivity. We're all being oppressed together, and all this shit that's, I'm just using that hip hop shit as an example. It's just another way to keep the tribes divided, but like I said, the Lord, that's why the Lord has an elect. The elect is not going to be divided. Okay. So with all that being said, I'm going to bring out a few scriptures, and I pray this is edifying. So the first scripture I want to start with is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. And see, this is one of the curses that fell upon our nation. You know, the hatred that, you know, that our people have towards one another. Okay? Because yes, there's friction between the tribes, okay? There's friction between the South, which are the Negro tribes, so-called Negro tribes, which consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And then, you know, the Southern Kingdom having friction with the Northern Kingdom, which consists of Ephraim, which are the so-called Puerto Ricans, all the way down to Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, okay? There's friction. Even among the Southern tribes, there's friction. Even among the Northern tribes, there's friction, okay? Because of those curses that fell upon us for, you know, for us sinning against the Lord, okay? But like I said, this hip hop controversy is just another example of that, you know, those curses, man, you know, because at the end of the day, like I said, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the same people, okay? And hip hop, when you listen to hip hop music, you know, especially, you know, early hip hop music, the thing they always spoke about was the struggle, the oppression, you know, and all the tribes can relate. That's why all the tribes, even if the, you know, hip hop started with the tribe of Judah, you know, all the tribes are able to relate to that music because, you know, that all the tribes go through it, man. We all go through the struggle, okay? We all, you know, we all, you know, we all come from, you know, majority of us grew up in the hood, the ghetto, okay? You know, you got brothers that come from third world countries, you know. So the struggle is, you know, we all can relate to one another when it comes to the struggle. You know, like, you know, in that video, when Lord Jamar is talking about is, you know, like I said, which is, you know, it's all irrelevant, you know, and we're not black, okay? You know, for you so-called Negroes out there, we're not black, okay? That's another thing, you know, that's what, you know, that those initials, FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, that doesn't make any sense, okay? So, you know, going back to the video, Lord Jamar making that statement, you know, talking about, you know, so-called Negroes created hip-hop, but at the end of the day, like I said, you know, all the tribes suffered being persecuted by the oppressor, mainly, you know, primarily Esau right now, but all as well as these other nations as well. You know, all our people are being exploited here in Babylon, and wherever land they be, our people are scattered. We're being exploited. Okay, we're being oppressed. Okay, so, you know, like I said, that narrative that's being put out there is just another divide and conquer thing to keep you tribes at odds with each other. Okay, I'm gonna read this. This is Isaiah. Slacky, I'm jumping the gun. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast, and they refused to let them go." Right. See, once again, we are pressed together. When you go to the ghettos throughout, you know, Babylon, okay, especially these, you know, the major cities such as New York, Chicago, LA, okay, you're gonna see in those ghettos the southern tribes and the northern tribes, You know, even out here I speak for LA, Los Angeles, even though Los Angeles is a very large population of the northern tribes, primarily Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, okay, you have areas, neighborhoods where you got Judah and you got Issachar dwelling among each other, okay? In some areas, you know, the tension between Judah and Issachar can be ugly, you know. In some areas, Judah and Issachar get along just fine, you know. You know, it depends on the region, because out here everything is so tied into that wicked ass gang banging shit. You know, that's why it's kind of hectic out this way with all this gang shit. You know, but the point is, you know, the southern tribes and northern tribes, they're being oppressed in these neighborhoods, these ghettos. Okay, and when you go outside, when you go to these neighborhoods, these ghettos, you know, the music that you're gonna hear, you know, from, you know, the south and the north is hip hop music. Now, you may have, you know, Northern Kingdom, they got their, you know, their music that they listen to, but you know, when you look at the young Northern Kingdom, the youngsters that's out there, you know, especially the ones that be hanging with Judah, they listen to the hip hop music, man. You know, and like I said, that, you know, hip hop being the number one genre in the world, that's just being that's a tactic that's being used to keep our people, you know, at each other's throats. You know, matter of fact, real quick, I'm gonna get Isaiah. I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 11 verse 13. It says, "The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim." You see, because that argument that's being put out there, that's a way of Judah. That's a way of Judah vexing Ephraim. You know. Now, we recently had this concert out here in LA, with Kendrick Lamar. He had a concert, you know, because him and Drake been going back and forth, you know, and a lot of our people getting caught up into that. You know, I mean, we listen to music too, but you know, we not like Jake in the World getting totally wrapped up into that madness. But you know, that concert they had on so-called Juneteenth, which is bullshit anyway. They had this concert, and you know, a lot of artists that was performing, you know, were the southern tribes, okay? And Issachar out here, you had this Issacharite, I don't know if he was a producer or whatever, so-called Mexican. He had a problem with that, you know. He had an issue with that. He felt that the northern tribes were underrepresented. I can't remember how he worded it, but he basically said that he said the tribe of Issachar felt left out, you know. But which is crazy, because you know, if you've seen that concert, the majority of the crowd automatically is going to be Issachar, because Issachar makes up a huge portion of Los Angeles, okay? So the majority, you know, anytime there's a concert, you know, that has to do with hip hop, most of the people that's gonna be there off top is the tribe of Issachars, okay? But you know, once again, it's just another tactic out there, because they're pushing this FBA bullshit against the northern tribes, and you even got that, you know, these niggas talking to, pushing that vibration towards the tribe of Benjamin, you know, because you know, even you got the I guess, he also mentioned, Lord Jamar mentioned, he's speaking about the rapper KRS-One. And I believe you had Busta Rhymes, okay, which is a Benjamite, okay. They were saying that, Benjamin are the ones that, really created the genre hip hop, was like, once again, that's neither here nor there. It don't matter who created hip hop. The point is, all 12 tribes, like I said earlier, we all relate to the struggle, and that shit is just being used on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to keep y'all at odds with each other, keep y'all divided, because, at the end of the day, when you look at a lot of these artists throughout the years, majority of the artists that's in hip-hop are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? You even got Israelites that look like the other nations that are rappers, You might see a guy, he may look like an Edomite, but that dude's an Israelite, man. You might see a rapper, he may look Asian, but he's an Israelite, the spirit, Because, our people, were scattered among these other nations, so you're going to have Israelites out there that look like these other nations, okay? But the point is, these talking points that's being pushed out here on the internet, which is not going to work on the elect, but I have to, we still have to speak on these things to let you tribes know that all that shit that you hearing is all to keep you in that stupefied state, man, to keep you all butting heads with each other, because when the Lord comes back, all that shit is going to be eradicated, man, all this shit, because at the end of the day, that hip-hop shit is of the world anyway, that's of the world. That's not our culture, the Lord didn't give us hip-hop, but that's being used to keep you tribes in that stupefied state, man. Okay? I'm going to read it again. This is Jeremiah 50:33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go." Once again, we all have a common enemy, okay? We all have a common oppressor, okay? There's a reason why we have these labels on us, man, because we were conquered by our captives, man, okay? And we're coming into a time where all those that, devoured us, they gonna be devoured, man. All these motherfuckers that exploited us, okay, they're gonna go into captivity. We're gonna have them captive, okay? Because at the end of the day, that hip hop, it got infiltrated, man. Esau infiltrated that music. And it's been weaponized against you tribes, man. Okay, that's why they, a lot of them, those label, the owners of those record labels, they all invested into the prison. Okay, that's why a lot of you these rappers, okay, if you've been paying attention and seeing what's going on with a lot of these rappers lately, a lot of these rappers have been getting gunned down, man. A lot of these rappers have been getting just straight put to death, because that vibration, that wicked ass vibration, these artists be pushing out there, that's all they talk about is murder, 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 murdering their own people, selling drugs, okay, just being the biggest nigga they can possibly be. And that's why a lot of our youth, end up getting locked up, because they listen to this fucking music, and those demons hop on them from that music, and they go out there and do all sorts of bullshit, all sorts of wickedness, and they receive judgment for that, A lot of times they get put to death, or they end up locked up, because of that music, man, But the point is, all that shit is the dividing tactic that Esau is putting out there, man. That, like I said, keep you Negroes and Latinos at each other's throat, man. Okay? And see, we're not deceived by that. Okay? Now I'm going to bring out one more scripture and I'm going to wrap it up. Bear with me 1 second. This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 15. It says, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. That's right. That's why when we go out there on the highways and byways, we got the 12 tribe sign. Okay, Judah and his companions, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Ephraim and his companions, Ephraim all the way down to the tribe of Issachar, the northern tribes. Okay, you see when you go out there, when you see us holding camp, starting with the apostles, elders on down, you see us with that 12 tribe sign. Okay, Judah all the way down to Issachar. All right, it says, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people speak unto thee, saying, what wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Right, because when our people come and they see us out there teaching, and they see that sign, they ask, like, what does this mean? And we tell them, like, look, if you depending on their nationality or whatever tribe they come from, we tell them, hey brother, if you a so-called Mexican, brother, you from the tribe of Issachar, okay? Or if you a so-called Negro, you from the tribe of Judah. If you're so-called West Indian, you're from the tribe of Benjamin, so on and so forth. We explain to them that we are the children of Israel, man. The reason why we're in the state that we're in is because we sinned against the Lord. We didn't obey his voice, so therefore these curses came upon us. This is why we're in these ghettos. This is why we're in these third world countries. This is why we totally lost our heritage, man. Our true customs, okay? Like I said, this hip hop shit that's not our customs, man. At the end of the day, okay? It's just music. But as far as who we are, nationality, all those things, we lost those things. But now we're in that time where those things we're being brought back into remembrance of who we are, through this truth. Okay. It says, say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand, because the Lord is going to bring all the tribes together. But it's starting with the elect right now, okay? Because in the kingdom, we're going to be one. We're not going to be, it's no longer going to be a southern, it's no longer going to be the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel. It's going to be one. We're going to be one, okay? And that's why I read in Isaiah, the envy of Ephraim is going to depart, and Judah is not going to vex Ephraim, and Ephraim is not going to envy Judah. We're going to be one with all that animosity, all that, backbiting, having an evil eye towards one another. All that's going to be gone. All that's going to be eradicated, man. Okay? It's never going to be any more division among our people, man. And that's going to be a beautiful day, man, to see that, man. All the 12 tribes at peace and harmony with one another, man. Okay? Because here in Babylon, that's not going to happen, man. Among the 2/3, that's why the Lord said 2/3 of his people going to be cut off and die here, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, Slocky, if it sounded like I was all over the place, But yeah, I was just watching that video, and it just inspired me to do this lesson real quick. So I pray this was edifying to you, sincere brothers, as well as you few sisters out there, man. Stay strong, keep fighting, man. We almost out of here. So with that, I'm gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Chakodash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.